So what's up, everybody? I'm a little annoyed because we just did a video and none of it recorded. So we got to do it over and try to reenact what we just did.
I'm not reenacting.
What are you going to do?
Start over.
Well, I'm going to try to reenact it and be a little... So I'm going to get over this, but I just wanted y'all to know why my face is all prune. I call it prune. And, yeah, I'm a little annoyed. So this is our second take. So take 2. Anyway, $1.6 billion is on the line tonight for the Mega Millions. And we are the Grayson way. And how y'all doing?
Hey.
I be Ron G. And this is my beautiful potato head wife. Anyway.
I'm eating my Indian pastry.
It smells very spicy.
It has chickpeas in it and some other spices.
And this is my dinner. So, we want to talk about what would y'all do if you win $1.6 billion.
So what you doing first?
So,
First,
I'm going to be on... You want to go ahead? You go first. Go ahead.
First we splitting it.
Yeah, the very first thing we do, we will split the money down the line because her way of being generous and my way of being generous is totally two different.
I'm a lot more generous than he is.
And we're going to tell you why. She's going to tell you why she's generous, and I'm going to tell you why me. Go.
So I'm a lot more generous than Ron is. Ron and I have always split our finances.
It feels like we're Russian.
I'm not Russian.
Go.
I'm black.
You black and East.
I'm African American.
African Nanese.
Anyway, I'm so thirsty. Can I have some, please? Ron and I split our finances. We don't share bank accounts. We have access to each other's bank accounts. We have our names on each other's bank accounts, but we split our finances, and that has always worked for us. In the 20 years we've been together, we've never combined our finances because a lot of couples fight over money. We're both very independent people. I come from a marriage before where he controlled everything. I didn't want that a second time around. I like having my own stuff. Ron likes having his own stuff. We take care of what we need to take care of in our household, and then our extracurricular activities are on us. He doesn't give me an allowance. I don't give him an allowance. I don't need to ask him before I buy something. He doesn't need to ask me before he buys something. That works out perfectly for us, and we like it that way.
And she's all about vacations, and I'm all about tech.
Electronics.
Yeah,
so
I'm all about
Ron can spend his extra money on his electronics. I can spend my extra money on plane tickets. And as long as it doesn't affect the household, we don't have a problem. And we do pretty good with making sure we take care of what we're supposed to take care of, and it doesn't, and our extracurricular activities don't affect our household. So, that being said, we would split the money down the middle, off the front, before we even spend anything.
Now tell them why you're more generous.
I have 3 brothers and a sister. And Ron doesn't have any close siblings. He has step siblings that live in another state that he didn't grow up with.
Wait a minute. Listen to me, baby. If y'all know who that is.
I have no idea what that is.
Genuine. Anyway.
Genuine.
You guys, I don't have, I was raised only child.
By his mama.
I'm the only child. It's 4 of them by their parents. I have step brothers and step sisters. Scissors. Which, I know them all and I care about them all. It's probably a little.
Hey Danielle.
It's probably.
Love you.
That's the only one she knows. What about Ernie? You met Ernie?
I met Ernie. I don't talk to him.
True. But I have a couple of more. I have them. So, and I actually would take care of them as well. Mm-hmm. And am I saying we're close like they are? No. But I do care for them dearly. So I want y'all to know, if I was to win this, y'all would be straight.
So, off the bat, let's say it's 150 million.
No. It's 1.6 billion, so you will probably get like 800 million. after taxes and everything. So what you lay it down? What you giving?
What? Okay, so that changes
million.
So that changes my
if you're the sole winner.
So that changes my 1 million per sibling to 2 million per sibling. They're getting $2 million each. $2 million each. And of course, my parents will be taken care of, moving them out of the hood. That's another story. Moving them out of the hood, getting them the hell up out of there, and that's what I'm doing. I am going to take care of my aunts, uncles, cousins. They're not getting millions, but they're going to be taken care of, whether it's a house paid off, something's happening, life-changing for them. Because, you know, some people may not consider having your house paid off as life-changing money, or paying off your car as life-changing money. To me, if somebody came and paid off my car today, that's life-changing money for me. And it's only $20,000. So, I mean, I won't say only, like it's not a big deal. It is. But
because we don't have it to pay it off.
No, exactly. But, you know, some people get greedy with their money, like with what they're given. And I would just be grateful. Like, if I win money like this and I give my family X amount of dollars, and then somebody else doesn't get as much, and they're like, well, why are y'all giving this person that much money? Like, just be grateful for what you're getting. Like, I'd be happy if somebody gave me $5,000. You know, they don't have to give me anything. I'm not entitled to somebody else's winnings. Like, that's their money. Just because I'm family, that doesn't make me entitled to anything you have. And I honestly...
But you're still not telling the people what would you do. You actually... you curving.
I'm gonna be forgetting.
Yeah, I know. Let's get to that.
All right. First things first. We're leaving here. We're taking our ticket and getting out of here. People always say you need to set up a financial advisor, all this other stuff first. We're just out first. You're
gonna hear a plane across the world.
Plane?
Across the world. It's gonna be 2 jets. You on one, I'm on one.
Oh, why? So we don't die at the same time. We still got our money. Then we're gonna get ourselves situated, figure out our game plan, and then start taking care of our families, sending some checks out, getting people out of their neighborhoods, and getting them taken care of.
But you got to be specific though, like you know.
Well, I already said my brothers and sister are getting $2 million each.
So what's your...
Get my parents out of there.
Okay, so what's your second motive? What's your second?
Look into some investment properties because I want to buy a complex so that we can take care of the homeless. And we'll have it fully set up to where there's counselors available to help with addictions, to help with mental illness, to help with emotional instability, job training, courses to get them integrated back into society, all kinds of stuff available. And the way they pay their rent is taking care of the property. And they'll be, you know, trained on doing that. How to mop floors, keep the property grass mowed, how to take care of the property. So while they're...
You said that twice.
Oh. So while they're getting integrated back into society, they are learning skills for everyday living and possibly learning a trade, whether it be electrical,
and I'm all about that.
All kinds of things.
I'm all about learning
so that we
trade.
can help these people get off the street, have some self-pride and self-confidence, and get back into society and to become active members of society. Because, you know, when you take care of the homelessness problem, that takes care of hunger, that takes care of crime, because, you know, some people are not just out there committing crimes because they're bad people. Some people are committing crimes because they have bad circumstances.
Well, let me add to that.
And if their circumstances get better, the crime rate gets better.
Let me add to that. And we know we're not fools. We're not slow. We're not stupid. We know everybody do not mean well. Mm-hmm. And we also know everybody do not want help. Mm-hmm. We do know this.
Yeah. So I'm all about tithing. Ron and I are members of a really good church where they do a lot for our local communities and for other communities around the world. They are first responders in any tragedy in the United States and the islands. and we see firsthand where our money goes. Their books are pretty much open to us, so we can see where our money goes, how much collections we're taking in, how much we're spending. And I really trust the church that we go to in that regard. But I believe that you have to help out in addition to being charitable with your church, and you have to make other contributions to society, especially when you're given that much. I truly believe, and I didn't always believe this, but I truly believe it so strongly now, that if you are blessed with anything, then you need to bless other people. You're not just given blessings so that you can just sit on your own blessings and enjoy life. No, I believe that we're supposed to help other people. We're supposed to
Babe,
take care of society.
You getting off the track.
I always do that. I keep forgetting.
Let's
All right,
stay.
so I think that's what I would do, and then I just travel the whole world. That's what I do.
And what's your third?
Travel.
Okay, so
I'm done.
She just what?
I just got on a soapbox real quick.
So I don't, because you don't even. Well, ask me some questions here, because.
What you gonna do? Just tell me same thing.
I know, but can you be a little bit more interviewee?
First of all.
Oh God.
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Okay, so what would you do first?
I'm running away from this one. I'm gonna run. No, don't hum while I'm talking, dear. Don't do that. That's rude.
I was ignoring the run.
Oh, that's what you was doing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run fast. She can't catch me. No.
Oh, yes, I can.
But no, seriously. But no. Number one, the first thing that we would do, first of all, we'll probably drop down to our knees, both of us, and probably scream, "Thank you, Jesus," and probably cry and say we no longer have to work for nobody ever. That's number one. And then number two, do you seriously here, man? Oh God, here.
Thank you.
Number two, we will go to Harrisburg, and number three.
What was number one?
Y'all heard me, right? I'm not repeating because I don't remember. And number three is she is more generous than I am, and I'm gonna co-sign with that because I'm gonna take care of my immediate family, everybody that I know, and everybody I love, and everybody that I am in contact with will get something. My mother and my father, they got nothing to worry about. As long as I'm here, as long as I got money, them two are straight. And those are the only two that I can vouch for. Whatever I have, they got. And my aunts and uncles, to me, people will say, well, life-changing money, life-changing money is $5 million. No, like, I don't live well. I don't live great, but we live humble. We live okay. We're safe where we live at. If somebody came to me and say, "Here, Ron," and I look at the check and it said 10 grand, that's cool. That's not life-changing where I can go to my job and say I'm done, but that's money, whereas though me and this one, my loved one, we're debt-free with that 10 grand. Because pay off the car, we pay this, we pay that. By the time that 10 grand is spread out, we're debt-free. Now, I understand some people, they're $200,000, $300,000 in debt.
Or $200,000 in greed.
In greed. So, and I'm being totally honest. I do not care what I receive if one of my family members give me. Now, now if I win it, I'm definitely going to do my best to sit down and I'm going to think about how I'm going to distribute money to certain individual, how I want to do it. And I'm going to do that. I'm not going to go to no financial advisor. I'm not talking to my wife about it. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. And that's that. If they're not happy, then they're not happy. But I tell you what, it will be enough for every individual, immediate family member of mine to go, "Wow, thank you." And if they're not saying that, you can give it back.
They ain't giving it back.
But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. And I'm on board with my wife with the apartment complex and all. I'm on board with that. You know, I'll put in with that because I believe whatever she does, I'm on board with that. If we lose, we'll take a loss and then we'll move on. We try. The thing is, you have to try. If you've been blessed, you have to try to bless others. I totally agree with that. But are we trying to make where we stand and what we do, or we're trying to come back to substandard? No. We're going to try to live the best of our lives because we only got one life. But we are going to try to help other lives to fulfill their lives and be better. We're definitely going to do that, but we're not trying to go broke on doing that. So I definitely agree with that. But my wife is more generous. So with that being said, now we got that out the way. Now, just for you, what is your first purchase for yourself that you just, it don't even matter the cost. What would you get yourself? It don't matter. Just number one, you go and get it.
I don't know.
Number one for me.
He was ready.
Number one, I'm being honest with y'all. Number one for me, I ain't worrying about no house. I ain't worrying about nothing. We already took care of the bills. That's already done. Took care. Number one for me, I don't care how much
Tesla.
I don't care how much Elon Musk want from your boy. I'm going to Elon and say, dude, I want what nobody else got and how much you talking. And I want you to build that for me. And that's going to be my Tesla and one and only.
You want it to be called something special?
I want it to be called the Grayson machine. Tesla. Word. I'm being straight up with y'all. I'm going to Elon and I'm saying, dog. I'm going to say that to this dude, dog. I want the Grayson machine. And I want it to say Tesla. And I want it to be only for me and nobody else.
What color we doing?
White, girls. Popping. Popping. I'm going white. Glass white.
Are we going to have leather seats?
Hey, the reason why we did a high five on that, because my wife was like, hey, won't we do glass white? I said, we all got glass white money. So
we both have white cars.
So glass white, so if we can get glass white cars, we both having glass white cars. So, and I'm just saying, this is hypothetical.
I need a couple cars, though.
I'm going to Elon, and I'm saying, dude, and I know his name is Elon. I'm going to Musk, and I'm saying, dude, I want you to make me something different than what you got on the street now. I want 4-door. I want it to be small, but 4-door. Keep what you got underneath the hood. Glass white. And that's my signature joint. Hook me up, homie. And if he say, well, Ron, I can't make that for you. Well, how much you want, man?
Taking it.
If he tell me he want $2.5 million for it, I'm paying for it.
You would?
Yes.
Wow. See, there's no material item that I want bad enough. Even the things that I want now with my humble job now.
What's your number 2?
I didn't give you a number 1.
Okay. Because you go off the beaten path
I know,
all the time,
I'm gonna stay.
So what's your number 1?
I'm gonna get a Range Rover.
180 grand.
And
this is all number 1. No, just number 1.
And
okay.
A Camaro.
But that's not
convertible.
That's a number 1 and a number 2.
Those are both number 1s.
Okay, so what's your number 2?
I'm getting them together at the same time, same day.
So what's your number 2?
I don't think I have a 2, 3, or 4.
My number 2. Look. My number 2, I'm buying a boat. I want this boat.
A yacht?
That. I want this thing to be to the size where me and my wife do not need a land house. We can live on the boat. Where I have an actual captain.
Oh, I was going to ask you if we're going to hire a captain.
We got an actual captain. And we do not need to live on land. We have a boat where it's big enough where we can stay on
I like that.
That's my number 2.
I like it.
That's my number 2.
It takes care of your fear of flying.
Yes.
I still get to travel.
Yes.
I'm on the ocean.
Yes.
It gives me everything that I need.
And we can buy our own port. Well, we can actually like our dock. Like if we're not out there, like me and you can like, okay, where we want to dock at.
You
and
can
that's
rent
where,
docks wherever you go.
No, I don't want to rent. I want it to be mine.
So that when you're not there, other people can't park in it.
Yes, sir. Because you know why? Because if we're not
being real extra fancy.
Because if we're not in the ocean, this is where we live, dude.
But we don't. That's the beauty of a boat. We don't have to live anywhere.
But that's the reason
we
why.
We can be everywhere.
But that's the reason why it's big enough for us to live on it. Because I don't want to live nowhere else.
I like it.
You understand what I'm saying? So if you say, babe, I want my spot to be in Hawaii, and I go, well, I want my spot to be in Colorado, and you say, well, let's go to.
Can't be in Colorado.
Well, true. Then what's that spot that the water? You go in the cabin and you can see the water in your
Tahiti.
Bora
Bora.
So let's say Bora Bora. Well, let's say we got a dock in Bora Bora, and that's where we stay in our dock. We own this dock, and we reside there. All we got to do is just give a call. Say, hey, Captain. We need you to come over.
Captain Crunch. We could call it Crunch.
No, but and we don't have to have one captain. We can have a couple of captains. Dude, I'm not trying to say I'm going broke. I'm just saying I'm trying to be smart about it because I know this one wants to be travel bug and I don't like a plane. So what's the best way to do it?
Yeah, but then we got to think about sometime if we're going international waters and they have pirates.
Well, that's how we know. Well, that's how we know our boat always faster than this. They can never ever catch us.
So I like that.
So that's my number 2.
Okay, I got number 2 now. He inspires me.
She needs to feed off
me.
I'm all spitting all over the place. Give my thing.
He inspires me. I want a house in Malibu. That's what I want. A little cottage, a cute little white clapboard style.
You can have
cottage.
a 1-bedroom cottage in Malibu. It costs us $8 million.
I want it.
Wow.
And
okay.
I can keep the Camaro there so that when I'm there I can drive it on beach.
So what's the need for my what's the need for my yacht if we got that?
Sometimes I'm gonna want to go on the land. Sometimes
I ain't gonna never want to be on that thing.
Sometimes. I can't really think of anything else because I'm honestly not a materialistic person. Like, Ron always wants to buy me things, and I'm just like, I don't want that. Give me a plane ticket.
So what's your number 3?
So, I just want to go to all the places.
And
I want to go to Turkey. I want to go to Lebanon. I want to go everywhere in Africa. My
number 3 has nothing to do with me. And I'm not trying to be sweet. I'm just being honest. So my number 3, with my portion of the money, I would buy her a plane. That's what I would do. I would buy her own personal plane, so she can go.
How much do planes cost, though?
It would be, you will have your pilot. It's not your personal pilot.
Oh,
obviously.
so we're gonna buy shares in a plane?
No,
like that's what the rich people do.
Yeah,
they buy shares in a plane so they can call up and be like, "I want to go here," and the plane is ready to go, but you don't technically own the plane.
Yes,
you own shares in the plane,
and that's what I would do.
I like that.
So when you're ready to go, you can go at any time. If you want to go at 1
and
o'clock in the
morning,
morning.
My friends.
Yep. That's what I would do.
That's what I need.
And that's what I would do.
This man knows what I need.
And that's what I would do. And not because I'm trying to keep it happy. That's just...
You don't want to keep me happy?
That's what I'm trying to do because I know it's a travel... Like, it's... I can't get it out of her.
It's
you know what
in
I mean?
me, deep inside my soul.
And by the time she come back, our house will be different.
You mean our boat house?
I would know. Well, first of all...
Or a Malibu house?
Well, first of all, we're going to have 2 houses. Just so y'all know, we will have a house on the East Coast and a house on the West Coast. We will. We will. And she will do the West Coast house, and I will do the house on the East Coast. And I'm telling you, the house on the East Coast, she wouldn't know what to do in the house because she'd be too damn scared to touch anything. I'm telling you, because it's gonna be Mission Impossible up in there.
Oh, I like it.
I'm telling you.
You can have guns in the walls and stuff like that. You said Mission Impossible.
Anyway, but
you have bow and arrows and all kinds of stuff.
So anything else you gotta say?
No, that's it. We gotta go.
So on you always ready to go. First of all, she's never willing to do the video, and she always want to go. So I'm not in closing yet. So realistically, y'all, I'm obviously I'm gonna take care of my family. She's gonna take care of hers. And in all fairness, we really are serious about what we said. We will split it down the middle if we won.
That's what's gonna happen.
That's number one.
But just so all you family members know on both sides, if something happened to me or something happens to Ron, he gets my half, I get his half. Yeah. All right? Don't be thinking nothing crazy.
Yeah. That's the way it's gonna happen. Because we're married and we are a unit. We're not, individuals. We are a unit. But anyway, in all fairness, I would do my best. And I know people want to go and have a party and gamble. I'm trying to stay away from that. I don't want to be around that because once you got some money, people want to get it. And one thing I told my wife, if we want some money and we want a lot of money, we don't need no entourage.
No.
We don't need that. I don't care if it's friends or family.
I am taking care of a lot of my friends though too.
And and I'm so sorry.
I got some really good friends that been with me through everything.
I have some brothers and I have some sisters that I love and I'll actually take care of them too.
Yeah.
I got a couple of them that I would slide them some cash that would change their life.
Yeah.
So and I'm sorry I didn't say that in the beginning, but if I win this, y'all life will change.
Yes, for sure.
So with that being said, in all fairness, man, we would definitely just do our part to try to just help our country with the homeless and there's so many shelters. Even where we live at right now, there's so many shelters around us.
And we contribute to those shelters.
And I don't care if it's pillows and socks and underwear, just something
yeah,
just
we
to
give
make
tampons,
just
all kinds of stuff.
Just to make their lives a little better. I don't care if
yeah.
I'm not trying to get sentimental because this is supposed to be.
You're already getting all serious. I see.
It's supposed to be a funny segment, but what would you do if you won it and you won by yourself? You know what I mean? Let's not think about 50, 60, 100 people won it with you. Think about what would you do if you won it by yourself, and how would you do it? Now, we all saying this like how All About the Benjamins when they got those diamonds.
We love that movie, man.
And they was talking.
We love that movie.
They was talking all this BS. Then when they got the diamonds, they was like, I don't know, we're gonna do something different. So, but I mean, 900 million, 800 million. That's crazy money.
That's serious money.
You can own 30,000 banks. But definitely, and even if you got that type of money, you still gotta have some type of income coming back. You know what I mean? So, we will obviously own some real estate, and we will, get some stuff that will bring revenue in, and obviously we'll do some shares or something.
Yeah, we're gonna need some tax write-offs.
You need some tax write-off, and you can't forget about taxes because you're gonna get taxed like crazy
then you're gonna find your ass in jail.
Yeah, you're gonna get taxed like crazy every single year. So you gotta be smart with your money. And honestly, I wouldn't even, for the first year or so, we'll do what we want to do, and then after that, we'll probably just live off the interest because that's the best thing to do. And I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Because if you can't live off the interest, you crazy. You know what I mean? But my wife looking at time because she want to go watch TV.
No, I need to work out, and I shouldn't have been having that beer because I'm going to be doing some downward dog and stuff, and that's going to mess with my equilibrium. But
equilibrium's already messed up. So anything else? So we're about to close now. Anything you want to say?
Nothing.
So in closing, my question to you is, I don't know how much it is if you win, but let's just say it's 1.6 billion, the Mega Million. My question to every single person that's gonna watch this: what would you do? Name your top 3, and how would you do it? And how would you take care of yourself? And how would you go about with all the money you have? And would you, be generous? Because we would. And all I can say is, my last words is...
You keep having more last words. In closing,
don't do that.
More last words.
Don't do that, please. Don't mess up my flow. I keep telling you that, but you keep doing it. You don't listen. Anybody want her? So this is what I have to say. If you guys win it and you don't have nobody in your corner now, and then
we'll be in your corner. Go ahead. We would. Seriously. We will support you. We will help you figure things out. You will never be lonely again. Okay, go ahead.
That's what I deal with every day. Anyway, God bless everybody. If you win, you win. Kudos to you. God bless. Hopefully you do the right thing, whether you take care of your family, your kids, your friends, whatever. But this is what I have to say. If you are alone in it, and all of a sudden you got 100 people in your corner when you win, you probably need to reevaluate your life real quick, and you probably need to get on that plane and fly away too. But I would like to hear you guys' comments. What would y'all do? You know what I mean? Just give us some feedback, because this is a really huge thing, and it's happening tonight. So give us your comments and let us know what will you guys do if you guys win the Mega Million. That is 1.6 billion. Whew, wow, that's crazy. Life changing for everybody. Your whole life, family, everybody changed. And you guys have a good one. And this is the Grayson way. And we out. Look at her face. Look.
You should do a little ding where my tooth shines. You should do that. Like right now when I go ding. You know what I mean?
You just did it yourself.
Ding.
You just did it. You just
do it the light.
You just did it yourself.
Like, ding.
You guys,
let's go.
You guys have a good one.
Getting delirious.
And we out. Peace.